Hi guys, I am Biswajit. I have 14 years of IT services and product development experience. I started my career as a Java developer and moved through various positions. I have been working in various roles like Scrum Master, Project Manager, and Program Manager. I understand the transition between a team lead to Scrum Master, a project manager's transition to program manager. I would be talking about Agile, Scrum, Safe Agile implementation, test management, project management, and program management in my videos. So, when we are talking about risk management, we need to understand what is risk. Risk is something which we don't know when it will occur, what it will occur, and when this certain event or uncertain, basically uncertain occurrence happens, uh, it might be having a positive impact on the project, it might be having a negative impact on the project. So when your project goal or end result is getting affected by any kind of uncertain event, this is known as risk. Whenever we take up any project in project management system or scrum master or anything, we should do a risk analysis for that particular project. So when we are doing risk analysis, we are going to talk about the risk management system, which will be having some specific steps. So when I am talking about specific steps, I am talking about identification of risk. So identification of risk is a process. It is a team needs to sit together and uncover, recognize, and you need to put your process into place where you guys are talking about different types of risk identification. How it will happen when you are a project manager or a scrum master, you have faced some issues already, you have identified risk already. So those things, does it fit to your current project? First check it out, and then you ask the team for any kind of risk they can see, because the team can see more risk than anybody else, because they are going to work on that, they know what is the thing is going to happen. And in some specific scenarios, team comes up with the best risk identification process when we are churning the risks. And once the risk has been identified, then we need to analyze the risk. So what is the process of analyzing whether there is a probability of this thing or this event happening? What is the probability of this thing happening? So, and then we need to identify how much this can happen. Like if it is a small issue also, if it is a smallest thing also, if it happens for multiple times and huge number of times, then it might be a impacting thing. So what is the impact it will create, what is the occurrences, how many occurrences it will happen, or how much um, uh, how much timeline you should spend on this particular risk. When you are doing this analyzing a part of it, so you should have a risk register. uh, you guys can put your email IDs in the comment segment. I will provide the risk register template for all of you. You can modify it. uh, uh, so going ahead, after the analyzing of risk you have done, you are going to plan the risk responses. So what is that risk is going to happen, what kind of risk response we should have, uh, so whether it is feasible to give a response or not, all this stuff you can identify in the analyzing phase, and what is the response you are going to give, you put it in the planning phase. Then you assign the risks. A particular person should be responsible for one of the risks. Let's say X is a risk name, then a X1 should be there to identify who is a identified resource for that particular risk. If there are multiple people, then assign multiple people, but try to assign only single person for one risk, who is going to follow it up or work on the responses or identify the things. Then implement risk response. So who has been assigned to that risk, he will take care of implementation part of the risk. What response you are going to implement, those things, like if I don't have the real data to test it in my application, then I am going to create when you don't have the real data, so you are going to stub that, and that stub creation will be part of one person who will be stubbing all the application and give the data on a static basis. So implementation of risk responses should be there, and then you think about monitoring that risk and review the risk. Why I am telling monitoring and review? Because once you have completed with the risk, one you have given the response, it might reoccur. So revisit it whenever you are doing your again risk assessments. At that particular point of time, monitor it and review it, and it should have a end date for each risk. You should have placed a end date. For today, thank you.